We're back again talking about the event for October 30th. I have my good friend. So
There we
thank
go.
you, Michael, for joining us. He's been one of our Hands Across Philadelphia team members that's been doing amazing work. So we're going to talk a little bit about the event that is coming. Let me bring up the screen. Okay, so our dinner is October 30th from 3 to 7 p.m. We're so glad to be partnering with the Hope Alliance, which stands for Helping Organizations Promote Equality. So you can check out for tickets. You can go to www.hopeally.org to get your tickets for this amazing historic dinner. So Kirkpatrick, we were out and about yesterday. We had a really good time with one of the Hope Alliance board members, Corinne, and we were out at her place having a great time as she had a little outing and such. But tell us a little bit about what you think about this event and the things that we're doing, because you keep us up to date on a lot of activities.
Yeah, no, this will be a wonderful event. I mean, first of all, it's an honor to have a connection. I've always been interested in history and in American history, and to know and actually consider one of Frederick Douglass's descendants a friend is quite a privilege. So we'll be able to hear directly from Kevin Douglas Greene, who is the great grandson of Frederick Douglass. He will be present at this historic dinner that'll be this Saturday on October 30th. So to have Kevin come out and to be in our presence, and for him to share just his own personal journey, and plus just what it means to be a descendant of Frederick Douglass, and then learn from him directly how Kevin and his family, his cousins and aunties and uncles, are carrying on the legacy of Frederick Douglass, and the work that Frederick Douglass did, 150 years ago, and the work that Frederick Douglass did so long ago. The need for that type of work is still necessary and still desperately needed to this day.
So you were down there with us when we were in Maryland at the mural, and you shared with us some other people that came down to Maryland. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, the Frederick. For people that don't know, a short little history lesson is that Frederick Douglass was actually born into enslavement on the eastern shore of Maryland, and I often think of that institution of slavery was something that was in the deep South, and here we are in the Philadelphia area, and just over the state line, that isn't too far away from us, in the state of Maryland. The institution of slavery was legal. And Frederick Douglass was born on a plantation on the eastern shore of Maryland in the Easton, Maryland area in Talbot County. And that's where we took a trip to a couple months ago, and where his descendants that still live in that area, and descendants from all over the country, came for the unveiling of a beautiful mural that honored Frederick Douglass and his work, and just the talent of the mural artist who put it together, and who did a lot of studying and a lot of research on Frederick Douglass.
David
So
Rosado.
yeah, the diversity that's in that mural that shows Frederick Douglass and Anne Murray Douglass, and then the legacy from that time in their lives through like the civil rights movement, through the Jim Crow era, through Barack Obama up until the present day. So all of that information is shared, in image form in the mural, and it's a fantastic mural. So we'll probably have images there for people to see the mural and to talk about it. And I'm sure Kevin will talk about it on Saturday night at the dinner.
Yeah, it's really going to be a evening. We also are going to have musicians there to perform. So we're going to have a Ruth Naomi Floyd.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Ruth,
So you
it's,
have a lot of information about Ruth. Who tell us about her background and everything. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady, and we're pleased and honored to have her with us on that evening. So tell us a bit about Ruth.
yeah, this was interesting. I only learned about Ruth a few months ago, and just doing research and out of curiosity, just Googling Frederick Douglass, I came across Frederick Douglass Jazz Works, and just being a fan of music and seeing that Philadelphia itself has an incredible legacy of great music. And has a jazz history in the city. But for somebody to combine the social justice issues of Frederick Douglass with great music, to me that's innovation in and of itself. But then Ruth Naomi Floyd, who she is, and people that don't know her story, I actually learned about her in the local news because she had resigned her position with Cairn University, which is located in Northeast Philadelphia, and she was like their artistic director for, geez, I think like 20 years, 25 years or so. I mean, that was her bread and butter. That was her income. That was what sustained her, in terms of, just her financial life. And then there were some issues that went on at the university, particularly things that had to do with the African American community, and things that were quite offensive, and things that you thought may have, they learn and they overcome their past and the sins of the past, but apparently the university was still maintaining some of these outdated beliefs. And Ruth Naomi Floyd, much to her credit, as an African American woman, didn't want to be associated with that anymore. And she resigned her position and she left to take that risk and to take a moral stand about something that you feel passionately about. To me, that's admirable. And that speaks a lot about her character as a person. So to have her now bring her passion for music to this event, she's just not a talented musician. She's not just a talented musical director in terms of identifying other people who are talented. She's quite a courageous lady. So, to have her there, I think also it's a good fit with what Frederick Douglass represents, for the stance that Frederick Douglass took in his day. And in his day, taking that stance was a matter of life and death. And in our day, there are some cases where it's still a matter of life and death, but more commonly, it's a stance of your financial stability or your financial instability. And she took a risk, and I think she'll be blessed for taking that risk. And so I encourage you to come out and to see her, appreciate her music, and learn what she's doing through her music.
Yeah, I think it's really wonderful that we have Ruth Naomi Floyd coming to perform with us, and we're going to see some of her musicians that are in her band are from this area. So our next thing we'll talk about, I guess, is the Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives. We have the pleasure of working with Kevin Douglass, who is going to be is a big, component of what we're doing with the books that we're donating to children. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well with the Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives. It's really important to Hands Across Philadelphia, to the Hope Alliance, to join in this partnership to help the Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives reach their goal. As I was corrected, we've given out about 500 books because Stephen Lee corrected me the other day. We've ordered about 500 books, and I was stuck. at the other number, but the Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives have given away over 100,000 books to youth around the country, and we're just so happy to be a partner with them. So yeah,
Yeah, and
I know that.
show the people the book that we're talking about is Frederick Douglass's autobiography. The first book that he wrote was his autobiography, and he wrote that book because he became such a success as an orator and as just an amazing teacher, preacher. He traveled the world that people found it hard to believe that such a man of such stature could have ever been an enslaved person, because it was almost unheard of that somebody could teach themselves to read, that somebody could have aspirations, that somebody could overcome such incredible obstacles in their life, that in order to leave a legacy after he passed, he said, I need to make sure that I control my narrative, I control my story. I'm going to tell my story in my words. So this book is Frederick Douglass's story in his words, not through the eyes of a historian or the eyes of a third party individual or an academic. It's in the words of Frederick Douglass, and I think that's important for youth, and that's why the Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives wants to give away for free 1 million of these autobiographies, because they want the youth to be inspired, especially those youth who may be in situations where they may not feel that they have a future, or maybe they're repeatedly told that they might not amount to anything, or their circumstances are too difficult to overcome. This book proves that no matter what situation you're in, there are ways to overcome that. And I think to get this book in the hands of young people. So whether you're an educator, whether you're interested in history, you have a family member, you work with a school district, maybe you work with troubled youth, this event would be a great opportunity to come out and learn about this special initiative that the Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives is doing, because to me, it's a noble cause, it's educational, it's historic, it's a part of American history that needs to be maintained and carried forward in order to inspire. And to me, I'm not being a youth anymore, but as an adult, it's inspirational. I mean, we don't stop overcoming obstacles, at any point in our life. Life doesn't become easier. We might become more accepting, but it's, you never know who inspires others. So maybe adults can use this book, that will be, and you become somebody who inspires a president in the future, or a great business leader, or a great social justice warrior. Maybe it's not you yourself. Maybe you are able to inspire somebody to do great things in the future. So again, I highly encourage you to come out and enjoy this great special evening with us.
So that's why it's really important about for the students, donating them to students that have done amazing things. We have Gabrielle Greene, who was on the School of Rock. She'll be participating as well. So we look forward to hearing her perform a musical number for us. So it's just really important that you get out, you support us on October 30th, and just be able to support the students that are doing amazing work. And it's going to be a wonderful evening. So if you're looking for tickets, definitely check out www.hopeally.org, which stands for Helping Organizations Promote Equality, which is so important. So thank you so much. And also the main, Kevin gave a note to say you're doing a great job, Kirkpatrick.
So and also just I'll put a plug in, just hopefully this is Hands Across Philadelphia, Hope Alliance, they've done work in the past, but there's power in partnerships. Rather than trying to reinvent the wheel and work alone. What we've seen come together in the last couple months is collaborations and partnerships. And there's power in partnerships with Hope Alliance coming together, with Hands Across Philadelphia coming together, with Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives, so that, we can, support and encourage each other while we reach out into the communities to support our communities and to inspire people. So, to keep up to date with future events, using Facebook or social media, go to Hands Across Philadelphia's Facebook page and like it. You can visit the Hope Alliance, the hopeally.org. Hands Across Philadelphia has a website, just handsacrossphiladelphia.org. And Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives has a website, and it's fdfi.org. So, go to those websites and bookmark those pages so you can keep up to date with future events. But you'll definitely learn a lot more if you come out. Get that personal connection. You'll get to hear from somebody who is a part of living history, and you'll also get to meet people in your community. You may not know what's going on in your own community. So you may be sitting at a table with somebody who's doing amazing things in the community that you never knew. And, hopefully from this event, we'll see some great things start to happen in our communities.
Thanks so much for bringing that great point. We'll have someone from the Tuskegee Airmen there as well. So it's going to be a couple great people that are going to be at the event. So we hope to see everyone. This was a wonderful, wonderful time. We hope that you check us out and get your tickets. I wanted to make this broadcast so that no one can say they didn't know. So no one can say they didn't know. I put it out here several times, and it's going to be on our page for the rest of the week. So we hope to see you all Saturday from 3 to 7. We'll have a meet and greet. You'll be able to meet with the great-great-grandson of Frederick Douglass. We're going to have a lot of amazing people there. As Patrick said, there's going to be community members that are really active. We'll have someone from the Cecil B. Moore Freedom Fighters group there as well. So there are going to be amazing people in our community that are going to be here for this dinner that's going to share so much amazing information. So we hope to see you there. So I hope no one says they didn't hear the information. So that's why
I look forward to seeing you there Saturday. So we'll see you, and I hope to see a lot of people that are watching this video and hearing our voices. I hope to see you there on Saturday night too, October 30th.
Awesome. So with that, we'll say goodbye.
Bye, Nicole.
Bye.